I have a little story for you today. It's called After the Fall. How Humpty Dumpty Got Back Up Again. It's by Santat. My name is Humpty Dumpty. This was my favorite spot, high up on the wall. I know it's an odd place for an egg to be, but I loved being close to the birds. Then one day, I fell. I'm sort of famous for that part. Folks called it the Great Fall, which sounds a little grand. It was just an accident, but it changed my life. Here's the wall. Fortunately, all of the king's men managed to put me back together. Well, most of me. There were some parts that couldn't be healed with bandages and glue. Look at Humpty. Look where he's at. He's not sleeping on the top of his bunk. He's sleeping on the floor. Do you know why? After that day, I became afraid of heights. I was so scared that it kept me from enjoying some of my favorite things. Look. He's afraid to use the ladder to go up to his favorite cereals. I walked past the wall every day, and I would think about climbing that ladder again. I really missed the birds and being high above the city. But I could never do it, because I knew that accidents can happen. Walking past a wall. I eventually settled for watching the birds from the ground. It wasn't the same, but it was better than nothing. Then, one day, an idea flew by. Look at the idea he had. He saw what? A paper airplane. It literally flew by. There he is. Making planes was harder than I thought. It was easy to get cuts and scratches, but day after day, I kept trying and trying. Here's Humpty Dumpty trying to make paper airplanes. Until I got it just right. This beautiful plane. Look, it looks like a bird. Isn't that great? Look at that plane. Oh, my plane was perfect, and it flew like nothing could stop it. I hadn't felt that happy in a long time. It wasn't the same as being up in the sky with the birds, but it was close enough. Yeah, he's practicing with his paper airplane. Unfortunately, accidents happen. Oh no, what's he upset about? They always do. What happened? His paper airplane is at the top of the wall. I almost walked away again, but then I thought about all the time I'd spent working on my plane and all the other things I'd miss. I decided I was going to climb that wall. But the higher I got, the more nervous I felt. I didn't want to admit it. I was terrified. at Humpty Dumpty getting back on top of the wall again. I didn't look up. I didn't look down. I just kept climbing one step at a time. His hands are shaking as he's going up. Until I was no longer afraid. He's at the top of the wall. He's victorious. Maybe now you won't think of me as that egg who was famous for falling. But look, something else is happening. Hopefully you remember me as the egg who got back up. But something was happening. If you notice, take a look. Take a look at his shell. Just a little bit. Look at his shell. And guess what happens on the next page? The shell breaks. What's Humpty Dumpty now? What do you think he is? What do you think he is now? Take a look. And now learned how to fly. Look, he took off. Humpty Dumpty is now a bird. The end. So, let me ask you a question. What's your wall? What's the thing that you're afraid of that you have to go back and tackle? It could be a lot of things, right? So think about your wall. Think about the things that you need to keep working on. Things that you may be afraid of. Humpty Dumpty had his wall. But in the end, he grew past it. He even became a bird, right? So think about that today. I'll see you. Bye.